Okay, so I hope that you have been enjoying the videos that I've been creating so far. So today I'm going to introduce the concept of our liquidity pools and demonstrate a full example of how to enter into a new position on a platform like Uniswap. So Uniswap, basically, it's a platform where they have smart contracts that you can apply, and it either does this through things like, exactly what you saw in the dexters, where you can do swaps of tokens. But over here, what we're interested in is actually how to uh, deposit funds into a liquidity pool such as this. So over here, you can look at the various pools that are here. Just looking at it, this shows you the type of pools that are there. This is the total value locked, meaning that the total amount of money that other people has put into these pools in order to allow swaps between the first token and to the other token pair. This APR is an estimate, and currently is based on 1 day, the last 24 hours. This is some of the metrics that you can use to decide whether to go in or not. The volume here, 1 day and 30 day, kind of also like allows you to have an estimate of how much chain that's going to be there. And the 1 day volume over TVL, basically the higher the number means that the higher the trading volume compared to the amount of money that is actually in the pool. So the higher this number is, likelihood definitely are going to be higher. So if you look at this example, well, not the case here, but it's all right. Over here, there's a 0.3%, which shows what is the trade fees, the swap fees that's taken out when somebody trades BPC for USDC or USDC. So let's take a look at how do we take that liquidity. In this example, I think you saw earlier that I had AERO as well as USDC in my pool. So what I will do is that first we need to connect your Revi wallet to the website. And as you can see, this is listed by quite a number of websites. This web address, the popularity of the website is high, and it's also verified by recognition sake. So I connected my wallet, and here what I want to do is I want to put in a 50-50 full range pool in this example, and then we can I'll update results maybe in 24, 48 hours. AERO is currently at $1.17, which is close to where we have opted in earlier. So they would recommend you a fee tier and choose more of the different fee tiers. The higher your fee tier, the more unlikely that people will use a pool for swapping, because they will go for a pool that has a much lower fee. So I click continue. There are two different options over here. There's a full range pool, which is something that basically maintains the amount of USDC and AERO inside a pool, and it's an automated market maker. There is a potential for higher impermanent loss, in the way that as AERO price goes down, there will be more AERO in the pool, and vice versa, meaning that when AERO price goes up, you're actually selling AERO into USDC, meaning that you have more USDC inside the pool. But what the pool does is that it maintains this 50-50 ratio, so that you can always be allowing people to swap your USDC with AERO. And meanwhile, how the impermanent loss is counted is by letting your trading fees accrue over time. So the longer that the price of the asset stays about the same with a lot of trading volume, this is how, as a yield farmer, you can make the most money. So the other concept is that actually you can do a custom bridge. So you think that, and basically it's about, it's a very advanced concept. I'll just touch on it quickly over here. So let's say I think that AERO price is gonna go up, and I want to sell all my AERO, which you saw right earlier. In my example, I have like $12,000 worth of AERO. I want to take profit and sell them into USDC. I think that AERO prices is gonna fluctuate maybe like between $1.10 to like $1.80, and $1.80 is where I want to take profit from. So over here, I can just set the price, $1.10, $1.80. And then after that, you just review this further. So by setting the range in your own custom, it sets the amount of USDC that's required in the pool, as well as the amount of AERO. And as the price goes up from 1.17 all the way to, in this example, to 1.8 over here, you're basically selling AERO at a constant rate at the average price of the middle line, or of the middle line. Yeah, and that's how you take profits through a liquidity pool. So long as the price exceeds this line over here, which is $1.76, the entire pool will be USDC. In the meantime, you'll be earning fees as people swap through this pool. Yes. And on the converse, if AERO price falls below $1.10, the entire pool will actually become AERO, meaning that you would have to spend I would have spent the remainder of the money that's here to buy AERO on a dollar cost average price, which is right in the middle here. Current price $1.17. The lower bound is $1.10. So I would spend on average $1.35 maybe to buy into this AERO if the price continues to go down while I provide liquidity to others. So I'm going to do that, yeah, because this is like one of the best ways to pay fees. It's really hard to get an exact number, but in this example, I'm going to put in all my AEROs and $1,758 USDC. And I click here, take a look, make sure that this is what you want. Because I think that AERO has pretty much reached the bottom, and I want to take profits as AERO price goes up automatically. And over here, so make sure that your ledger is unlocked. Okay, and then when you click create, so basically a good practice is to adjust this balance to exactly what you want to deposit into the pool. And I'll begin signing process to allow Uniswap to access my wallet in this particular transaction. Okay, so you can see here that AERO has been approved, and then you wait for all the USDC's approval. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so I think let's access to the funds that is required. Begin the signing process. So sometimes the transactions would fail or the ratios would change, and then requiring you to refresh. So that happens when the prices are really volatile. All right. Okay, so the pool has been created. This APR is not that accurate because it doesn't have it just shows, it's just like a running counter. I haven't found it being accurate for myself. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You can see here that 12% of the pool is in US dollars, 87% is in AERO, and this is what basically, it's a reflection of the range that I just put in. This is like the NFT split pool. Shows you, roughly, it shows you where who's over here. This is where you can see whether the range is closer to your upper bound, closer to your lower bound over here, or closer to your upper bound. Because the main upper bound is when AERO goes up, right? So there's another view by clicking AERO. Goes up, goes up. So what we'll do is that, we'll probably look back in a couple of hours to see how much of the fees are collected. I like to do this in 24-hour intervals, and yeah, we'll see. So this is the end of the lesson. We will deposit in the Concentrated Liquidity Pool on Uniswap.